Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a streaming freedom video bulletin. It cannot be stopped, and it is the only free voice left on the net. The following GTA Online video is not a tutorial for how to run the Cluckin farm raid. I am simply making this video for my friend to give him an idea of what the raid is like and show him how he's able to run it completely solo and silently on the finale to make $500,000. Also, Gibby, you do not need to own any properties to do this, as it's completely free for you to be able to launch at any time by coming to this location on the map where you see the V is at. This is for Vincent. If you do not have this V, you will have to wait for him to call and contact you before being able to start the missions. Also, be aware that the character Vincent does appear earlier on in the online story, so if you've not played that content yet, then there will be some spoilers for you if you play this. Now, I assume you'll be using your crewma to run these setup missions, so that's what I'll be using as well. Be aware that you will not make any money on the setups, with the exception of the final setup right before the finale. On that one you can get a little bit of money pulling money bags out of a safe, but it's not that much, not really worth it. You'll get $500,000 as the host on the finale. However, if you join somebody else that is the host, you'll only get $50,000. I highly recommend doing these alone so that you're in control of everything and can set it up and run it silently, as that is the best option in my opinion. These are the setups that you need to do to run it, and this is the finale located here. I will show each of the setups, but they will be heavily edited due to time. However, for the final setup, which is very important as it determines how the finale is run, either aggressively or silently, I will show a lot more of that particular setup. And also for the finale, I will go ahead and show the majority of the finale running it silently by myself, so that you can see how you can do it when you run it solo. So for the majority of these missions, they will have multiple options. Sometimes you have to go to each location, and sometimes it just gives you multiple ones and you can go to additional ones if you want, or simply take what you've gotten from the one area and be done with it. For this first one, you do have to go to both locations. It doesn't matter which order you do it in. I always go for A first. When you get here, there'll be some enemies in this alleyway. You want to take the crewma up here. There'll be several of them, and crewma should be able to climb the steps no problem. Take these guys out. Once you've taken the enemies out, then go ahead and head inside the warehouse. Hit right at the D-pad here. Inside here, you're going to have some enemies waiting on you. Take cover. Take these guys out. And there will be another one in the room on the other side. He'll either run out, or sometimes you'll have to move forward a little bit to coax him out, but just be ready for him. So this works the same as the KO secondary loot. Just go over to the area and collect the loot. Once you've gotten all the loot in this area, go ahead and leave. You'll have some enemies that spawn out here and are waiting for you, so be ready for them when you come out. And then make your way to the next location, which is located right here. So just like last time, there's going to be a lot of enemies over here, so go ahead and take them out. Should be perfectly fine in the crewma. Be aware that they do like to take cover over here. Sometimes there'll be multiple of them in the same area taking cover, so when you take one out, you'll find that there's another one over there that you thought you got. Just like there. And if he doesn't come in here, I might go ahead and get him anyways. Screw it. So some of these also, you might decide that first person's better. Sometimes I run the interiors in first person because you can react a little bit easier to them that way. There's not too many in here. Just like before, there'll be a couple of guys in this room waiting for you. Take them out, and then you'll have a third in another room right here. Looks like he's glitched, so let me go ahead and back up a little bit, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so once you've taken them out, it's time to hit up each of the locations just like before. So go ahead and get the money. Once you've hit all these areas, you are done. So it's time to head back outside and be aware there will be some enemies out there. So when you come out, there'll be some enemies. One is right over here, and another one will be right there. Now it's time to go ahead and head to Vince's lockup, as this mission is almost over. So this is Vince's lockup. This is where we'll be taking everything each time you complete a mission. And with that, the first setup is done. So now it's time to do the next setup. Since Vincent called, this is setup breaking and entering. So this is another one where you will have to go to each location that is given. It will give 2 when you first start.
Sending the relevant coordinates to you.
Now you can go to either of these that you want to. Terabyte is located here, and the one that I always go to is the laptop, which is located right here.
We need a laptop with
So once you get over near the area, Vincent will send you an image of the NPC that you're looking for that has the laptop. The laptop is usually somewhere near where he is at. So go ahead and head on up here. And it might take a little bit to find him, as sometimes he can be kind of hard to find. If you happen to have a weaponized vehicle with lock-on missiles, sometimes that will help to locate where he is. Okay, so he is over here. Go ahead and take him out. And now I've been alerted to take the laptop. So now I just need to find where it is. It's right here. Okay, now we got that. It's time to head over to the Terabyte.
Excellent. This should tell us exactly when we need to hit the factory.
So the Terabyte can be a little bit hard to find as it spawns in different locations and it's a search area. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Listen for drones nearby. Or see them like right there. So that's where it's at this time. There will be multiple waves of these drones, so go ahead and shoot them out. First few you can just damage like this. They won't really shoot back too much, but the little later ones, be aware that they will definitely shoot back, so I recommend staying in the car. Come a couple more. As you can see, they have a little bit of a delay. That way you think you're done and you get out and then they start shooting your ass. Another wave coming up. Keep an eye on the next wave coming up, as one of them will try to kamikaze your car. Just like that. Surprised that didn't blow me up. Well, go ahead and take them out. This will be the last batch of them. So anytime you get hit like that, you know that's the last batch. Okay, that is it. Now we can go inside the Terabyte and get what we need in there. So there's a gun over here too. If you want to take it, you can get it. But this is what you're in here for right here. Time to head back out and locate the train.
You got it? Excellent.
So it usually takes a little bit before he'll go ahead and give the actual location of where the train is. So I'll just wait a second while I see where he is this time. Anytime now. There we go. Okay, go ahead and head to the compound. Over here, there'll be a bunch of enemy NPCs, and one of them has the keys. When they're killed, they'll drop it. So basically just shoot everybody until you find who has the keys. Usually it's not anybody that's far off like this, but I still take them out because they'll be kind of in the way when I need to get over towards the train, because we will be taking the train in a really awesome part of the game. It's usually not the first few of these guys that have it, but still take them out so they don't aimbot you, like this guy over here, for example. Usually the ones that have the keys is coming up here in a minute, and then we pull on up here after taking these guys out. Usually it's one of these guys right here. I think there's, yeah, him right there. Okay, he didn't have it this time. Probably you then. Yep. Okay, so that's the key we need. So if you feel confident you ain't gonna get it all shot up, then go ahead and go grab it. Oh, I thought there was a guy right there. Okay, now it's time to go to the train, so don't worry about the rest of them at this point. Just take out ones that are near the train that you'll be boarding. Should be a guy right here. Yeah, take him out. Make certain you don't park on the tracks. Oops. Didn't realize you were there. And now comes a really fun part that I'm glad they added. So, hit triangle right here, and you get to take control of the train. R2 to accelerate, L2 to brake, and L1 and R1 to shoot. You don't really have to shoot that much. Most of them get in the way of the train, get blown up. The hacking device, however, is very important for the fact that the train will stop if you don't use the hacking device at certain locations. You'll know the location by a red circle that comes up on the map, just like you see right here. So when you get close to it and it tells you hit right on the D-pad to start the hacking, and then just keep going. You'll notice the enemies try to block you, and that does them absolutely no good. If you have to, then just use your snacks and armor to heal up, but pretty much you don't need to worry about shooting too many of them here. You just do this to them. There's usually about one guy that I do have to take out that's a little later on, because he can like aimbot through the window. Comes another hack up here. There'll be a helicopter sitting down here on the tracks, don't worry about it. The train will just knock it right out of the way. Up this way there will be an enemy that sometimes aimbots you, so he's usually right here. Take him out, hack real quick. These guys sometimes can kind of hit you, so you might try to hit them or just plow them through with the train. And there'll be another one here with another helicopter. Mostly you can ignore this helicopter, you're almost to the end of the mission now. Be coming up on a tunnel shortly, and that's how you know you're at the end of the mission, once you enter the tunnel. And that ends this setup.
I'll make some calls to arrange starting the train for now.
This one is a really fun setup that I do enjoy quite a lot. Alright, so the next two setups are kind of linked if you end up choosing the same target, which is what I do. So you can go either order on these. Just know if you do hit the same target, if you're following my steps, then they will be more alert when you hit them again, and the hit and run is more of a pain in the ass. This one right here is more of a pain in the ass to do. I'm gonna go ahead and do concealed weapons first. Okay, so this is one of the ones that gives you multiple targets that you can hit. You can choose to hit only one of them or hit multiple of them, which gives you more options on the finale. I personally don't really think it's necessary to hit more than one of them, and I always hit the same one. In my opinion, B, which is located right here, has got the best weapons to use on the finale, so that's the one I'm going to be hitting. A is located here, and up further the map you'll also find C. But if you're following my steps, then we'll be heading out to a yacht, which is located right here. So that is where I'm going to be heading right now.
All we need is one cache of weapons and one stash of gear.
Once you get close to over here, you'll notice there is a couple of jet skis waiting for you. You want to have the car ready to go, so try to back it up but not too close to the water in case it happens to drown it out. And I suggest leaving your door open. You'll have a helicopter chasing you and shooting you, or if you do what I do, which I'm just going to run from it. I'm going to go ahead and go into first person and get myself ready. I find it a little bit easier to navigate the ship interior doing it this way. So let's go ahead and head on to the boat. I'm just going to go ahead and rush the yacht here. You could try to do this stealthily, but it's not really necessary. So I'm just going to run in and shoot the guys that's in the interior in here. Been a while since I last was in here, so I don't remember where everybody's at. I know there's one in the next room over, though. A couple of them, actually. Yeah, these two. And then one directly to your left when you go in. Okay, so we want to head back here. The first item that we need is located back here. So it's right here. Go ahead and hit right on the D-pad. And then after you got that, you want to head to this marker here. Go ahead and snack up if you need to, or armor up. Go inside. As soon as you get in here, turn to the right and shoot this guy right here before he manages to get a hit on you when you run by. And then on the next door set up right here, there'll be another guy, so go ahead and shoot him real quick. And then the guy up here on your left. Wait a minute. Okay, it must be outside. Fooled me. Anyway, go ahead and grab this. And we are now done on the yacht, so let's go ahead and head back outside. And just be careful because there will be a helicopter out there waiting. So we're going to go ahead and now run over to the jet ski that we took to get over here. And all I'm simply going to do is I'm just going to take and outrun the helicopter, make it to the car. So it's not too accurate. You will get hit a little bit, but it should be fine. You can snack up if you need to on the way over. I'll go ahead and switch back over it like this, that way I can see it drive a little bit better than with the crew limit the way it is. Carefully don't knock your door off, I've done that before. Okay, time to head to the same area that we've been heading to finish up the mission. Okay, so once we get in here, now you could, again, if you want to get more weapons, go over here to store these. I'm just going to take these. Bring up the text, select weapons, check mark it, gear, check mark it, and if you're done, then go ahead and hit confirm. That will end the mission. Now because I didn't get any others, the mission will end because I did confirm that those is what I wanted to use. Okay, so the next one is a pain in the ass. I hate this setup. So we're going to be doing the setup hit and run, which is getting a getaway car. Alright, so now for the mission I absolutely hate. Mainly because of the damn enemy NPCs that bang the shit out of the car when you're driving it to the drop-off. So, there is 3 locations. I will be hitting the same ones. In my opinion, I think that C and A right there aren't that great. I'm going to choose B. These vehicles usually aren't too bad for getting away, but on the snow I have a feeling that's going to be quite the difference. Okay, so when you get over here, it won't always be in the same location. These do alternate. There will be a helicopter somewhere. Might be because I can't see it because of the whiteout conditions of the snow, but there's going to be a helicopter around here I would suggest trying to take out as soon as possible. Plus these guys right over here, and the car that you're looking for is going to be somewhere in there. Now sometimes some of these areas you can get the crewmate through to be able to, there's the chopper. Give yourself a little bit more cover, but other times you're just going to have to go on foot depending on where they're at. This is one of the areas you can drive it through. Go ahead and take that chopper out though before you do try. So I can hit it. There we go. Alright, so now take out as many of the enemy in there as you feel comfortable with. There will be quite a lot, and I would suggest taking out as many as you can. Watch out for the ones driving up. So this is the car right here that you're going to be going for, or at least that's the one that I'm going to be going for. So I've got several guys here to take out. Definitely take these ones out here, because this is the way we're going to be escaping. As you can see, there's quite a few in here. And next, once we've gotten the majority of them, we need to move this vehicle that's right here because it's blocking the ramp that we're going to be jumping out with. Might be a guy over here. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I thought so. Don't think I got you yet. Alright, so go ahead and move this. You can either drive this on over there or go on foot, whatever, but just move it out of your way so you can get out of here. I've taken out enough of them, I'm just going to go ahead and drive it on over to the other getaway car. Then again, I think I missed some of you. Yeah. Alright, so, grab the car. Definitely want to heal up and put body armor on because you're going to need it. I have a feeling this is going to be more of a pain. Yes, it is. It does not want to drive in the snow. Oh, great. Alright, jump out right here and head to the destination, and just be aware they're going to be banging the hell out of the car and aimbotting you through the window. So, if you have been completely shot up like I have and had the car completely damaged because of these damn NPCs, and when you get near the location, it's going to ask you to repair the vehicle before you can take it to the drop-off. Don't worry, it's free to repair it. To be at the local paint and spray, which is right here. Well, of course, that's what I call it. It's the auto shop. I'm still used to Vice City's terms on the PS2, so I just call these paint sprays. Anyway, it'll be free, so just pull in here and fix it.
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you?
Okay, now it's time to... Oh, great, he's waiting over there. Hopefully they don't do any more damage. It's time to take it over to the location. So drop-off is right over here. This is one of the very few that we're not taking it back to Vince's lockup. We're leaving it over here instead. This will be our getaway during the actual finale. So I'm going to pull it right here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the mission. So I'm going to text Vincent and confirm that this is the car. Confirm. And now go ahead and head to the exit, and we'll be finishing up the mission simply by driving away. There's always a car right here that will spawn that you can take. And just like Vincent said, just simply do that. So leave the area and that will finish up the mission. I still hate this mission. Alright, so now it is time for the final setup mission before the finale, and this is the most important one because this is the one that determines if the finale is ran with the silent approach or the aggressive approach. So since you're not familiar with this time I'm not going to take and really, I think, cut too much of my footage. When I put this together, I'll pretty much leave all this intact. Maybe I'll only cut just like the very end off when driving the truck to the destination. But in any case, so if you know where the outlet is, you can go directly to it. However, I still always go to the two trucks that need to be hacked, and the reason for that is I want an outfit that they have there that makes it harder for the enemies to spot you when you go to sabotage that area. That way I make certain that I'm able to run the silent approach. Just an extra safety step, so that is where I'm going to be going. So when you get to these vehicles, they're always pretty close together, and if you hack the one quickly enough and take what you need, then the other one won't be too far off from the first. Once you get up here, a couple of vehicles will spawn on the map. So I always go for this one here first. Doesn't matter what order you do them in. Hit right on the D-pad to hack them like you see I'm doing here, and then I'm going to go ahead and shoot them because it really doesn't matter if you wait for the hack to be completed or not. As long as you're in the vicinity of the van, it will hack it.
These guys won't be happy
Get the other guy here. And now I'm gonna make certain I go grab this bag here. This has the outfit that I need. Disguise myself as one of the Cluckin Bell workers. The other van will drop it too. You don't have to get it again though. Once you've got it once, then you don't need to get it with the air van, but you have to do it each time that you do this setup mission. So the air one shouldn't be too far off because we did take that guy out pretty quickly. So if you're going the way that I'm going, then okay, so got a little bit further away here. But he's right there, so go ahead and hit right on the D-pad again when you get close. And then go ahead and shoot him. Shoot the air one. I hate trying to drive and shoot at the same time. There we go. So if you haven't already, get the outfit from that bag that's back there, but I already have it, so you don't need to get it again. Now, this is what is very important, is this next part, because this is what's going to determine if you get the silent or aggressive approach on the finale. So make certain that you don't get spotted in here, and there's some equipment that needs to be taken out. Go ahead and make certain you have a suppressor-equipped gun. I'm going to go in the first person because I find it easier to navigate, but it's not necessary, obviously, if you're more comfortable in third. Okay, so until I take the CC camera out, I'm only going to pop a few of these guys. This one's safe to do. I imagine there are probably others that are, but these are just the ones I always take out before doing the camera. Take this guy out of the truck. Make certain to get headshots on these guys so they don't, by chance, cry out and alert the other ones in here that we're leaving alone for now. There'll be a guy that is patrolling around up there or might be standing still up there. Don't worry about him. But go ahead and take out this guy that is welding over here. And then the final guy to take out before the camera is the one in the far room over there. So go ahead and take him out. Okay, put your gun away. And because you're dressed like one of them, as long as you're not doing anything suspicious and don't stay in their cone too long, you can run right by them. You need to make certain to take this out right here. This is the CC camera. If this isn't taken out, then you won't be able to get the silent approach on the finale. As well, the camera might spot some of the extra bodies that we're about to have. Okay, so come over here and let's see. Okay, he's going back. If he's over there, I just wait for him to start patrolling that way and get past me. Take this guy out. And then him. Go up the steps and take out this guy on the left. And the guy down here that I mentioned earlier on. Next, I'm going to hit this room right here. So I'll kind of just inch my way in so I can get him in my sights, take him out. And the guy on the opposite side. And then head over to the final room. And obviously, it's probably not necessary to do it in this exact order, but this is always the way that I do it. I find that it works the best. These two are standing pretty close together, so I'll take them out quickly. Okay, now it is time to take out the trucks. Don't worry, there won't be anybody else coming in for now. There will be in a little bit when we trigger them, but you must make certain to take these trucks out. If you don't, then again, you will not get the silent approach on the finale. So the trucks and the CC camera both have to be disabled, and they can't know that we've been in here. And that one. And now the final truck. Next, head to one of the green dots that you see on your mini-map. It's a drill. I don't pick it up beforehand because I think, if I remember correctly, back when I first started doing this and I would do that, I couldn't predict when the enemies would come in, so I just do it this way to make certain. Make certain you have your suppressor equipped. And now, what's important is the two sets of doors. That door down there and this door here is where the enemies will be coming in, and you do not want to go into this room first because the other enemy will likely spot you and cause an alert. Now what you need to do is you need to go over to the set of lockers, start to drill, but you're able to cancel out of the drilling at any time by hitting circle, just like this. Let me make certain that I didn't just trigger him doing that. No, okay. So normally how it works is as soon as you start to drill, they are going to come in here. So drill and then hit circle to back out. You'll see them appearing on the map. So hurry up, get out here with your suppressed gun. Take this one out quickly. Turn around. And him. Alright, now there'll be no more enemies. You're good to go. So, go over here and now you can drill. So, this is the only setup that you can actually get some money in. You'll get some money back sometimes out of these. It's not very much, and honestly, even if you get a lot... Okay, I got one. Even if you get a lot, I don't really think it's worth it. So, of course, you'll grab whatever money bags until you get the key card that you're looking for. However, once you got the key card, I just leave. I really don't think it's worth it to keep drilling. I don't know if any more enemies would spawn. I don't think they do, but I don't take the chance because we're like near the very end now. And if by chance, okay, that one didn't have it actually. If by chance, oh great, I have a cat rapping at my window. I have a stray cat that she comes by rapping at my window for food. Well, she's just gonna have to wait. I'm almost done with this, and then I'll stop for a minute because I'll be doing some editing anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave now that I got that. I don't need anything else. At any rate, if by chance I cause the alert, then I just take and quit out to a new session and start this section all over again. The setup for this, which is from the start of having to chase the trucks down and stuff, but I much prefer that to have an aggressive approach in that finale. Shoot. Yes, just a little bit and I'll get you something. She would have to show up right now. Luckily, she didn't do that while I was trying to concentrate. Alright, let's see. Truck is right over here. So, I'm going to go ahead and drive this now to the destination. Because we went in there, we weren't spotted by anybody, and we took the trucks and the CC out. This guarantees that we're going to get the silent approach. Hopefully she will wait just a little bit. It shouldn't take me long. Damn, she's been having a fit out there. I'm almost done. Hold your horses. Okay, so pull it in right here. And with that, all the setups are done, and only the finale awaits. As does a hungry stray that is very insistent. So, I'll be back with the finale in a bit. Alright, so it is now... Oops. It is now time to run the finale.
Okay, you ready? All my intel suggests that they have absolutely no idea what is about to happen to them.
Okay, so since we were able to complete the final setup without being detected, it is the silent approach. Now, if I happen to get detected while running this at any point, I just quit out to a new session and then start again. To me, it's much better to remain completely undetected throughout this entire thing. There are a couple of guards that sometimes cause me to get detected, so hopefully they don't and I don't have to start recording this again. Before I do anything else, I'm going to go in the first person because, again, I feel more comfortable that way. If you took the guns that I did, be careful of this gun. It does not have a suppressor. Use this one instead. Go over here, and there'll be a guy standing right here. Go ahead and take him out. What the hell? That was weird. Should have been taken out with one headshot. Well, that's a real reassuring great start there. Okay, go ahead and take this guy out right here. And quickly take this guy out. That's all of them that is in here. So make your way up this way. And shoot the control panel. Now the first guard that sometimes gives me issue is one that patrols the hall over here. So don't run in here too quickly in case he happens to be looking over this way. Doesn't look like he is. Yeah, okay. Take this guy out. And then these two quickly. Okay, you see, not the guy crossing right there, but the one standing at the far end of the hall. He's the one that patrols, so I'm gonna wait because I don't want to drop him over there. There's too many people around that'll notice. Don't shoot this guy yet. But this one, we want to wait till he gets past that other guard's line of sight so we don't see him get dropped, but not so long that he sees these bodies. Okay, quickly take this guy out. Those two over there you see are moving on, so take this guy out. You don't need to worry about them other two down the hall because they will move on. Right here, I'll go ahead and gonna duck down just to make certain that they don't hear me. Time to go in here and get some of the cocaine.
Access to restricted areas in the factory, including the basement.
Alright, so make certain that you still have your suppressor equipped because I don't trust Rockstar. Come down this way, take out this guard right here. And the scientist. Then you'll have a guy right to your left. Take him out. And now it's safe to move around in this room, so go ahead and get the secondary loot. And this is the exact same thing that we did when we were on Kale. Exact same mechanic. There'll be several of these in this room, so make certain that you get them all. It'll tell you to keep taking it until you do anyways, so you don't need to worry you won't miss any. And they will always be in the same location. I don't recall them ever being anywhere else, so there'll be some on the table and then another table nearby. And this is the final table right here for this room. Okay, so now we're going to head out and continue taking out the guards till we get to the next area. So I'm going to make certain to duck down, and I'm going to take out this guy that is standing here, right there. And then I need to quickly take out this guy over here on the left. Okay, now sometimes there'll be a guy walking in this hall. Doesn't look like he's going to this time. Okay.
It's clear this place is barely functioning as a chicken factory. One would assume they'd have more Cluckin bells.
Alright, he must be in here somewhere. Go ahead and take this guy out. I think that's him. Take that guy out. Yeah, I remember he's usually not standing right there. And I don't think I remember anyone being over there, but there is going to be one right over here. So go ahead and take this one out. Now, you need to be careful of this next area because this is the next problematic guard. As soon as you take this guy out, run up here because this next guard, see how his vision just changed to spot? That's a nice little bug Rockstar inserted. It never used to be like that. And that right there was the last guy. So now it is safe. There's nobody else in here. We need a key for this door over here for that room. So what we're going to do is we still got to go to their coke storage area. And when we get close to the key, it should show up on the map. So go ahead and pick it up if you spot it. For me, it spawns right here. Okay, now let's head over here, and there'll be two guards in here. Alright, so I'm going to take out the guy over here on the left first. Really doesn't matter, I guess, which way you do it. I just always do it the same way because it works. Okay, so this is now like what we did on getting your ass lab. These crates right here, you gotta come over here and get this crowbar and then open them up. There'll be two of them that contain the product. That one didn't have any. So try this one. And if it's this one, then there'll be the one on the other side. Yeah. So this is one of them. And so we'll take that. And then because it's this one, it's going to be this one over here. If for some reason it doesn't spawn that way, just open each of them up till you get it. There will be two. With that, that's the end of the secondary loot. So go ahead and head back into the room you were before. Alright, so you don't need to worry. There won't be any more guards right now. Not until we trigger an alarm, and then that will be outside with the police. But in any case, for right now, I'm going to run over here and go into the office. We have the keys, so you can get in easily enough. Immediately to your right, there's a computer. You want to hack this. That will give you access to this device. The way this works is when it turns blue and builds up higher, that's the computer you're looking for to get partial code. So go over here. If it turns red like it is doing right here, that's not the right computer. Maybe for the next sequence though. Okay, that's not right either. And it doesn't look like it's this one either. That's weird. Been so damn long since I played this. Oh, wait a minute. Damn it. I forgot about the one in the other room. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so it builds all the way up. That's the first code. And then it's going to build up again. It's not that one. Looks like it's this one. Yep. And there should be one more, which looks to be this one right here. Okay, so with those three, now we have the code to be able to open the safe. 690212, okay. Now, be aware that when we open this, an alarm does trigger once we get the product. That's okay, though, because we were never spotted in here. The police will be outside, but as long as you're careful, they won't know you're there. So this will be normal that the alarm triggers. Go ahead and get your suppressed weapon again. Go over here, shoot this panel. Now, you got 3 stars on you, but they're unaware of your presence, so you only need to drop a couple of them. Don't worry about the rest. Come out here. And what I do is I take and make a right and kind of stay behind this truck right here. There'll be some guys over this way. You don't need to worry about them, or I think there usually is. I don't see them. At any rate, the guy you're looking for is right here. Take this one out. Then the one standing off down that way, take him. Then there's another one standing right there, him. There'll be 2 more. Go ahead and run over here. It's safe to run. Take out the guy standing by the door. And then the guy that is walking right here before he spots it. Head in and get your car. Alright, I'm going to go back to 3rd because I find it a little bit easier to drive in 3rd. Okay, so you're going to be taking the train tracks right here. As long as we take these out the majority of the way, should keep the cops off of us. Be careful though, don't just go speeding up this way. There is a cop waiting up here for us on foot. So make certain to have a silenced, drivable weapon, which I do have. And shoot this guy right here. Alright. So, just be careful that you don't get too close to the cops' cone of vision and take the railway out. Also, I don't recall if a train spawns during the mission or not, so just be careful of that since we are on the train tracks. I don't recall if they disable them or not. Alright, so hopefully it isn't coming through here. I don't think it will. And it won't do any good to just wait in here and hope that you lose the cops because it's programmed to keep them on you until you get so far out. So that's why I'm sticking to the tracks. Be careful up here. The next section you want to be careful of is right here, that you don't knock the car off, and then this section right here. Now, sometimes they spawn a police chopper on me, sometimes they don't, so just kind of keep an eye while you're driving. Shouldn't really have any trouble from the police vehicles. Yep, there it is right there. Alright, just need to stay ahead of it. Okay, so drive across here. Again, be careful. You don't end up getting down there. Drive across this one. And once I get here, I go down this way, I get off the tracks, and we've almost lost him. So just keep driving to where you see it's showing you to go to Vince's lockup. Be careful to avoid them, as well as the damn snow. I swear, driving this thing in the snow is a pain in the ass. And it should be losing them pretty quick. There we go. Alright, so now that we've lost him, just simply drive back to Vince's lockup. Oh, and there used to be a bug right here sometimes that he would say, even though you had lost the cops, that you need to lose them before you come to the lockup. Don't worry if he does say that. It didn't trigger for me this time, but I do remember that happening in the past. But with that, we are now officially done. So, congratulations, bro. You just made $500,000, and all without ever having to own a business. And there is a cooldown before this can be ran again. So, I hope that this helps you out. I tried to shorten it as much as possible in editing. Once you no longer need the video, I might go ahead and just take it down altogether. I don't know, as it is basically just made for you. But in any case, I hope it helps you out. There are probably better tutorials than mine. This is just the way that I do it. And so, yeah. This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. Peace out.